Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to the Monogatari series. As always, if you want to see the reaction, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, there's a little bit to discuss here, and I chose this picture. Because that is what I was thinking about in the end. The question, if or if not, just maybe, Ougi is another snake. It doesn't have to be. When there was a description about the shrine and where it was placed and everything in the past, they talked about the water snake and the mountain snake. And we have a picture of a white and a black snake. Very much yin and yang, I guess, here. However, we have seen the white snake in the form of Nadeko in the past. But we never saw the black snake. So, I just guess, maybe. What if this was like two snakes being, or two entities being the gods in control? One is gone now, and the other one is struggling to survive and wants to survive for sure. And when Hachikuji is set on the throne as being a god now, or I guess Shinobu before that, she would push away the second god. That's an idea I just had. So that would mean, by the way, that Ougi is a god. Which explains a lot, in my opinion, being able to talk to Araragi in his head and everything like that. And why she was able to compete against someone like Gaen in her network so much. That's just a guess, however. While Gaen states that, in her opinion, but maybe she's lying, Ougi is an ordinary monster. So, I wouldn't call her ordinary at all. She clearly has a lot of abilities and potential. Will be interesting for sure. The way that, however, Araragi talked about Hachikuji in the about Ougi in the beginning of this episode, makes me feel like she for sure is gone. And him carrying around flowers feels a bit like he killed her, or she was killed. We know from Ougi that this meeting and the next encounter with her will be about her having to do something she has to do. She has no other option. So, if she, as my theory is a god which is enshrined somehow there, she has to fight for her realm. She has no option. This having no option and being possibly killed is a sick thing. So, you really have to question why. I need more information, for sure. And she asked Araragi for his help, so he's between the lines again. Both sides kind of think he, or hope he will help them, and he still, as much as I, has no real picture of what is going on. So, Gaen stated, we have to do multiple things, and there are two things that are necessary, and one of them is put Hachikuji on the throne of being a god, and the other one is killing Ougi. Those things that have to be done. Why? Informations, as always. So Araragi thinks of Ougi as a symbol of adolescence, of neither his adolescence, and that he laughed about stuff remembering with her. I see the other option that she somehow is related to him directly, although I wouldn't know specifically how. Something that he's like, she's like a symbol of his, youth, in the meaning of not overthinking things, of being just happy with stuff without knowing the answer. Because she very much pointed him to answers that he forgot or chose not to look at. However, what I agree with is his statement that it was a hell of a year. I can clearly subscribe that one. That was clearly one of those. Then we had this interesting group of 3 people playing around there, throwing stones against huge swords, waving with swords, stumbling on words again. Yep, that was entertaining. And it's this interesting group here now. So we have Shinobu in her full form. We have Kiss Shot in the end, but she still behaves in very many ways like her younger version, like the small Shinobu version that we've seen. Even when she plays with Ononoki, which was a bit of torture for sure, but it was not as harsh as we have seen from her in the past. It was really playful. The way that she kind of hugs and tries to hold and keep Araragi close to her. All of this very much subscribe is the wrong word. Pushes on to what she said later on, that she would like to be the young girl again. She would like to be her young version again that is bound to Araragi. So I think that is an interesting statement, and it's a statement that I like, by the way, because it shows that she is somehow aware that she was happy being that. I mean, she was a bit like a kid. She was a bit treated like a kid, which was a problem, as we know. But she had a lot of freedom to herself. She could do a lot of things she wanted to do, and she had this interesting bond to Araragi of a friendship and, well, don't know exactly how to describe that one. So I can understand that. Because right now, being grown up again, being the strong and powerful thing, on the one hand, you will possibly have more problems coming your way again, and you will have to handle it because you are the grown-up vampire overlord now. While being the younger one, it was, she could just hide in the shadows if needed. So I understand her reasons there. The fact that the original shrine was where she landed 400 years ago makes sense, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I think it connects very much with the reasons of replacing the shrine, putting it somewhere else. So I see that. So it is all bound again to her, and she kind of destroyed the old god there accidentally. I mean, it's pretty clear it wasn't on purpose. Yeah. So, now, Gaen wanted to enshrine Shinobu in the beginning, which makes sense. She was the one that was already a goddess there in the past, so why not use her again? She has the power, potential, and everything. What kind of a god that would be, however, is a bit questionable, but okay. But now, it should be Hachikuji. So, I mean, what kind of a goddess would she be? A funny one and entertaining, no question there. But either you don't find her shrine, or you don't find the way away from the shrine. And it is a weird... I really have no idea what kind of a goddess she will be. Just saying. Her reasons for it, to have more time to spend with Araragi, I can completely understand. Question is what will be when he grows older, he has to move away for work, whatever. But that's future. So I see her reasons. And yes, the reason why. So either be swallowed by darkness or go back to hell. And thus she came from hell and was reborn like another, not a god by the way, just son of a god. But still it was fitting. I can see that. So they will want to make her the goddess there, and it feels like they will do. So I think this is where we end up with her being a goddess. So the question is, why does have Ougi be killed? Statement is, she will for sure attack once they enshrine Hachikuji. And I told you why I think she can't let that happen. Just saying that she's maybe like one side of a medal, and we've seen in the intro Ougi in a light and in a dark version, so yin yang. So I guess it is what I expect her to be, like a half of a god snake duo. And yes, she cannot win if it is, as was said, that a snail will win against a snake. So she needs Araragi there and his support. We will see. It was interesting. They put together many dots now, many lines, and more comes to a full story now. And I wait for the next time to see what else is going on and if my guess is right. So, I will see you over there next time. And until then, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.